Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pick trash, if I wanna serve, I'll Jesus serve him. It's a flash, when he coming back, what's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat, Kyrie Irving. Rain on me, rain on me.
What up, what up? Got whiplash. What is good? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday? Thursday?
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you, I was living on glass. No going back, I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Like what is we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do it for you, I can't do it for clout. The message stressing me out. Like what? I know
all right.
We up.
That's good.
Rain on me. Rain on me.
All right, welcome in everyone. Happy Thursday. Let's get some W's in the chat and get the party started. Yay. All right, only bands in the building. There he is. What up, Energy? All right, how are you guys doing? Welcome in. Great to see y'all. Great to see you guys. How's everyone doing? Happy Thursday. Yeah, party time, baby, party time. Let's go. Daily. Looking good. All right, what's good? Z Gamer in the building. There he is. Mr. Lopez is here. What up, SK? What up, Price Action Kev? There they are. Clubhouse, how we feeling? DJ Scratchers in the building. What up, Danky P in the building. Let's go. What up, Ryder? What up, Wokey? Ben Bennett in the house. There he is, the man. What's good? What up, Muhammad? What's good? What's goody? And Badio Life is here. All right. What's up, Drew? Man, all the winners are here. New York session. Let's go. Hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another New York live stream. It is going down, literally. It's going down, man. That analysis from Asian last night. Holy! Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. We see the future. My friends. All right. What up, Carlos? OGH in the house. Stephen B in the building. There he goes. Vivian Young is here. What up, Positive Mind? What's good? What's up, Cats? What's goody? Ken Hard in the house. What up? YouTube, how we feeling? Arrow Sassy. Kingman in the building. Kingman, how you doing though? A little W, Kingman. Tell him W. All right. What up, 3 Ants? What's up, noobs? The Big M is here. Let's go. FX Champs. How you guys doing, man? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Let's get started, man. Let's pray real quick. I'd love to pray for you, and then we'll bless this session here and start to move into it. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for another opportunity, Lord. We thank you for another divine moment to get together, to gather with people who are like-minded from all over the world, Lord. We thank you for sending them here. We know that the harvest is so plentiful, but the workers are just few. So I just pray that you would just tap the workers in. Just tap them, Lord. Speak to them here today. Allow them to lock in, because the harvest truly is plentiful. So we thank you for it. We thank you for the work that you're doing, for the lessons, the blessings, and all the growth that's taken place within this community, Lord. We honor you. We give you the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, let's do this. I hope you guys are well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's get into it. Today is the 5th day of March. Yeah, March 5th. What up? You want to say hi? Oh. Okay, we're going to take Kingston. Okay, I see you, King-Man. All right, I'll give him a big hey, how are you?
Peekaboo, what do you want to?
All right. Last one. There we go. Say it. Quick. Okay. All right. Say, hey, how are ya?
Gaga.
W's. All right. See you guys. Have a great morning. Love y'all. All right. G. All right, little G's. Let's see. Okay. All right, awesome. Let's get into it. So again, today is March 5th. It is Thursday. Another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to lock in here on the main goal, right? Which is to continue to stay profitable, continue to keep up the consistency, right? And move towards that 8-figure trader mark. You know what I'm saying? So we do have news coming in here. It looks like what is it? 8:30. Yeah, unemployment claims coming in right now, so we'll get the numbers there. But gold is melting, so to speak. I think last time I checked, we were starting to move down here. So let's lower the music. Let's get into a fresh top-down analysis, and let's get into it here today, my friends. If you guys can, give the stream a like and sub to the channel for me, and let's get into it. Let me just close this door. All right, we good? Talk to me about the music. Philippe mode. The kids. It's a family business, you know. It's a family thing. We all grinding here. We all working. All right, we good on the music? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, let's talk about it, my friends. Let's talk about it. So, let's start with the daily time frame. Let me just lower it just a little bit more. That should be good, I think. Yeah, that should be good. All right, let's talk here. Let's talk about the daily. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis on gold, and let's see where we're at. So just to kind of pinpoint a couple things here, as you guys remember, gold had this range. We've talked about this a couple days now. I just want to keep it fresh in your mind. You had this range sitting right here. We were kind of struggling a bit. We were moving up, but, struggling a bit there. We did end up breaking out. We got a closure above the zone. You had no top wick on that candle. That was Friday's candle. Monday just gapped up here, pretty much filled the range, and then Tuesday we drive down and we close below the range, right? So we had a breakout, and look, a lot of times when you're looking at like a higher time frame breakout like this, usually the first breakout, especially when the candle that broke out had moved this far, you usually won't get that major move on that very next candle, right? So what will tend to happen is you'll get a retracement or you'll get a seller replay or something. So look what we see here now. So we talked about this in Asian last night, where you had a bearish closure below the range, right here. And when I say below the range, I mean below that range. And now below that range is all this clean traffic, right? So price closes below. The next candle, which was yesterday's candle, ends up moving up, right? We come back, we test the range, right? We try and see if we can get back into it, but only to reject, right? So we reject that zone. And then where does this bullish candle close? If we look left, right, it closes below the range. Therefore, let me ask you guys, if this was a 30-minute time frame, what would we be looking for here, right? If this is a 30-minute time frame, we would have sell stops at some point after a top wick was made right here. So that's what I'm anticipating on this daily candle here, is that we have stayed below the range. Therefore, we may drive down, break the lows here, and fill that wick today. So far, we have moved up. We have created the top wick, and it looks like now we're trying to make our way down. So let's go down to the 4-hour here, and let's see what's cooking with this 4-hour candle. So we've been ranging a bit. Not going to lie, we've been ranging a little bit here on the 4-hour. You have support here, you have resistance here, and you've just been chopping around. So you kind of had this candle with no top wick. This is when we left each other in Asian session last night. We talked about, hey, this is where the sells could be coming from, right? This could be our daily top wick up here. We tried to get our way in, but again, it was just very rangy, very choppy. But Clubhouse, do you see how we had that read, right? See how that actually did end up being the top of that daily candle as of right now from that area. So we were looking for the shorts. The 4-hour candle did end up moving all the way down too, and then we began to range a little bit. So a little nasty range on the 4-hour, not gonna lie, but overall it is definitely tradable. So now that this candle has moved down, we've broke the lows. I think this is our previous previous daily low. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's the previous daily low there. So 4 hour looking good, man. If now that we've broke those lows, like if we can get some price action, some market structure here on the lower time frame, then we can most likely look for the opportunity to take some sells here. All right, so let's take a look at the 1 hour chart here and let's see what's going on. So big move on the 1 hour. Kind of had a 1 hour celery play. Not the best condition to take the trade in. Let's take a look at the 30 minute. Yeah, the 30 celery was, man, I actually was looking at it, but I was a little too distracted, so I didn't take it. So anyway, you did break the lows here. You moved all the way down. I mean, what a move. What a move. Let me check this out. Holy. All right, crazy move here. So now we are pulling back. So we did end up closing below this range here. So that's kind of what I'm paying attention to now. I want to see maybe we can get another celery play right here. Basically what we're looking for is this candle in about 22 minutes to close below this range here. If we can close below this range, I think that this 9 a.m. candle could continue to bring us down. So yeah, let's see what happens here. If we're going to take the buys, we're probably going to need some range 2 buys at this point. I'd rather stick to the selling opportunities and see if we can catch a move back down though. So yeah, let's see how we do. The numbers, how did the numbers come out here? You got 213. Yeah, basically same number. So no change there. So yeah, we'll have to follow price action. We'll see where we're at, but let's keep in mind that this daily candle is most likely looking to just rip down here today. So we may be fluctuating, but ultimately if we start coming back down, create resistance, this thing should start driving to fill that wick there. So we'll see. Do we get the daily pack to move up, or will we start to re-break the lows here today and go on down and fill that wick and then potentially even fill the range, right? Because if we look at the daily, this is our range. We got a lot of clean range here, right? This is the closure that we're talking about, closure below, and I would anticipate a potential move from the technicals that looks something like that. Yeah, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get it. We'll pay attention. We'll be here for it. So now we just got to wait. Just got to wait. Did anyone catch the sells? Any of the sells at all? I mean, obviously you guys didn't hold to the full TP, but did anyone catch them down into like 66 at all? Maybe 66, maybe even the wick fills down at like 58. Yeah, couple people. Okay, cool. Couple people think it's choppy. Couple people took it. Yeah, I agree with both of you guys pretty much. So, all right, we'll see where we go. We'll see what we do. We had the big NY open candle though, so that was lovely, lovely. DT Gamer, how you feeling today? Made 50 on Top Step. Okay. All right. 900 pip move. We made 50. Too choppy? Yeah. That's fine too. That's fine. That's what I was saying, man. In Asian session last night, I said, gang, like, we should have crazy runners if we can get involved here tonight. So was anyone looking at this? I also was staring at this move last night and literally just let it go. Because you see that move right there? I wanted to see the 15-minute candle close below this range. And this was a little after the stream. So I was waiting on this closure, and I did not take this trade here. But, man, I had to read. Worked perfect, but I really wanted to see this 15-minute candle over here close below, but we never got the closure, so I had to let it go. Yeah, anyone look at this last night in Asian, or a little after Asian sesh? Finally got that resistance that we wanted, right? And then if this candle would have closed below, that would have been golden. It would have been golden. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ here too while we wait on gold. And let's see what we got going on here. So daily time frame is still bullish, but still extremely confused today. 4 hour time frame is just as confused as the daily, right? So you got these levels here that you're kind of trying to tap into, and 4 hour candle closed bullish, and maybe we're making a bottom wick right now. Who knows, right? The daily candle don't know. The 4 hour candle doesn't know, but just a pretty rangy area here on NQ. So let's take a look at the 1 hour, right? 1 hour's got some zones here that we can pay attention to. You got supports at 31, I'm sorry, and Resistance is at 15 here. It looks like you had like a little fake out too going on. So a little fake out here on NQ. Now we're starting to drive down. I think if we can get closures below, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Probably closures below here. All this clean range to the left should be good to take advantage of. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Nasty 1 hour though. Everything's pretty choppy here on NQ right now. 4 hour daily, 1 hour. So yeah, we'll just wait. We'll just wait and hang tight. Took sells when we were waiting on gold. Yeah, man. Yeah, on silver. Nice, nice, nice. NQ had the better move. Yeah, there was a couple moves. Anything in London? Anything in London? Let's see what happened in London sesh. Let's see what happened in London. So 1 a.m. Nothing. Did you guys take a trade in London? I doubt it. I doubt it. Nothing? Okay, cool. Nothing. Let's go. What up, C. Melly? You can't trade gold on top one futures or Apex or a few of them until I think like the 14th of March. Yeah, it's like another like 10 days. We had 3 pending orders. Yeah, I know, man. We had a couple pending orders in Asian, couple pending orders in London, it looks like. I like this potential celery play here, though. It's not bad. Not too shabby. Okay, cool. I think let me just get myself a little organized over here. Boom, boom. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. Anybody else? Anybody else take any trades in London? I don't really see much. Not much opportunity there in London. Maybe a potential sell stop somewhere around here, but no top wicks and yeah, not much. Not much. Maybe a sell stop here, but no top wick as well. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. What I considered overextended for the shorts. Yeah, that's why I want to see if we can maybe get a resistance, right? If we can get maybe a bullish closure or something like that, and then a fresh bearish closure, that'd be great. Yeah, something like this. Then we come down, fill the wick at 9:30, and have a lovely day here today. Have a lovely day. London choppy. Yeah, it looks choppy to me. Looking choppy. We all know Uncle Scalp. Stay out the chop. Stay out the chop. Do I have any recommended non-funded brokers? I would say Dominion Markets if you're trading forex, and if you're trading futures, I just use Tradeovate, so they've been pretty good so far. I think I experienced like slippage 1 or 2 times, but actually since then I haven't really dealt with much slippage at all. Sell stop on London Open. Let me see. Oh yeah, but no top wick on the candle, so I can see why everyone would stay out. Very little top wick. But yeah, if I was gonna take a sell, I probably would have wanted it here, right here, on London Open or wherever this was. 5 a.m. This is a little bit later, but maybe right there. But again, no top wick there, so can't do much with that. Can't do much with it. Tradeovate gold is down, probably for prop firms, not for like actual brokers. See, that's the best part, you know. That's why we keep repeating, like, stack some bread on your payouts and start putting them into a live account, like John said, where you get full control of it. Full control. You get no restrictions. No restrictions. It's like when you live with your parents, you know, it's like you guys got to follow my rules if you're going to live under this roof, right? So that's what the prop firms are saying. They'll kiddos, not until you're 18. Not until you got your own money saved away. Yeah, and then once you get your own money saved away, you can, put it in a broker and, nobody can tell you a thing. Dominion Markets, yeah, Raja, yep. Had a fade yesterday on gold. Can you confirm if it would have been good? 1245 candle, 1245. Let's take a look. 1130. Let me go down to the 15. 1245. This one? Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. Yup. Weak candle. Retested that little area. Closed weak bullish. Small bottom wick. Yup, that looks good. Yeah, nice job. Nice job. You guys are starting to get the fade, right? It seems like a lot of you guys are starting to improve on the fade and starting to see it a little bit better and get a better read on it. It's like I don't mind taking impulse entries, but they got to make sense. Like a lot of traders, what they'll do is they'll take impulse entries like this. So let's say the candle doesn't close below the range. And what they'll do is as price comes up and it starts breaking that low, the impulse entry will get put in. And that's the way most traders who kind of trade candlesticks take impulse entries. But I don't like those at all. Like these are the ones that I do not take because a lot of times these will push down like 10, 15 pips and just like shoot right back on you. And look, like back when I was trading with Raja, we would do that from time to time because we would take advantage of like the New York Open and just get like that 10 or 15 pips out of it. So sometimes though, it's just not worth it, right? Like at this point in my career, I would say I don't need to take those trades, right? The probability at the end of the day is like not even that great on a lot of these trades too. So yeah, it sounds good and you see it happen from time to time, but a lot of times you get rejected and all of a sudden like, that candle now can go anywhere, right? Because you never had an official closure below the range. So I personally don't like those type of impulse entries, but let's say we drive down and we come into like a target or something like that where this candle just continues driving down. I like these type of impulse entries where you fill that wick, right? You get some rejection out of it and then the next candle kind of does the same thing and ends up closing. Let's just say even if it closes bearish, right? It still ends up closing like this and now you're banking on price to push out of that rejection zone. I like these type of impulse entries because you actually have so much more confirmation. You have rejections. You have candles getting weak, right? This one, you don't even have a candle that closed below the range, right? So I'd rather take a impulse entry like that to where it makes just a little bit more sense with the overall story than to just try and catch an early push, before a consolidated range, before you get a breakout of a consolidated range, right? So yeah. Yeah, I don't really take those ones, but these impulse entries though are great. Celery plays, the inverted celery we talked about earlier in the fade. Those are great opportunities to just. You don't need a candle to close in your favor when you have the read on everything else. What do you think about this trade? Let's take a look. A trade idea: daily bullish, 4-hour bearish doji. Okay, 1 hour bearish, 30-minute weak. Okay, 15 bear. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. Yep, NY open, a lot of volume coming in. Wick to fill right here. So he closed full there. Nice. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad. Everything was a little choppy today, leading into New York Open. But we know that volume at times will be what takes the chop out, right? Which pushes through and starts to give us, a move at that point. Wiz Buddha, how we feeling? There he is. The most interesting man in the world. Took these sells on gold, 630, got break even. Let's take a look. All right, so sell taken here, okay. 15-minute. 30-minute, okay. 30-minute sells here. Yeah, I could see why this one hit break even. You just weren't too confirmed yet, like it just is still a little hesitation. You know, you got this little range over here, maybe trying to stop price. Your 30-minute candle is, it's not even like anything too special on the closure. Same deal with this 1 hour closure. You see that? Like, that's the impulse entry in a way, like on the 1 hour that we don't want to take. You see how range, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, right? So it gets very tough when these other time frames are chopped up like that. So I like the idea to move down. The read was there, but the market just wasn't ready for you, right? And how do you know whether or not the market's ready for you? You can't really 100% know, but what you can do is you can put odds in your favor by just like staying away from it when the 1 hour looks like that. Yeah, it's just too choppy at that point. Most likely you'll get no true direction. But let's say the 1 hour candle closes bearish below there. Okay, now you're talking. Or it closes bullish above. Now you've got some much better confirmation, and then that trade will likely play out. All right, so who cares about the win or the loss? Just a better designed position here would just simply be, waiting on a 1 hour to actually, understand where it's trying to go. So good idea, good trade. I don't think anything was wrong with you. I think it was what was wrong here was just a 1 hour time frame, and some of the other time frames just didn't know where they want to go yet. What is that chart? My eyes. They got I was wearing these glasses today. Yeah, that chart was like glowing. Oh, check out these cells. Are we going to take a celery now? No, we're not. We're going to wait now, because the reason for that is because we've had such a push down right now that we would rather take a sell off resistance at this point, right? So we'd much rather see a candle that closes and either strong, like ideally below the other candle. Something like this would be much better, because now we can say, okay, we got volume, we got a wick to fill, we got a resistance, we got a closure below, and now we wait for a top wick and boom. See how many things start to roll on our side now? Okay, we are bearish. We got resistance. We got a closure below. We have a strong bearish candle. We got a wick to fill. We got volume. We got higher time frame direction. We got a top wick. We got a break of the low, right? You see how so many things are just stacking in our favor, right? When we kind of put this trade together. So again, we want to take the best trades. That's all we need to focus on today, is taking like one or two of the best trades that the market has to offer. And then we will make money, most likely, So that's all you need to focus on. You don't even have to focus on making money here. Don't even worry about the money. It'll come. London sesh today? Yeah. Yep. Yo, what's up, Vicky? What's good? How are you? Check which trade? With London open volume, inverted celery. Yes, yeah, we all liked it. I think we looked at that one already. Yeah, somebody else in the chat took it. So I thought that was a great trade. You had the inverted celery there, so break of the lows was totally fine. 1 p.m. Is that? I forget what time it was. It was 12:45, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, it was 1 p.m. 12:45 confirmation candle. Does anyone know how to add the 4 hour time frame on here? Yeah. Just go. Yeah, it should be good. Just click that 4 hour. Should be good. Trade of 8. Let's go. When we have a wick to fill, do we still look more to the left at supports, or just focus on the wick fill? So good question. So you have to understand, like, when is the highest probability time that a wick will get filled? It's during like a session open. So during, like, in our case, we would look for, if we were to go all around the clock, starting with Asian session my time, you would probably look for that wick fill around like 9 p.m. Eastern. Right, anywhere between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern is going to give you the best chances. If it's like 7:45, and you're looking at like 15-minute closures, you're ahead of the volume, and you're also on a lower confirmed like time frame, so to speak. So if you see supports to the left, then you may want to wait at those times. But if everything sets up and then you got like the wick to fill, everything you're looking for here, and it's around this time, you are golden. You know, look for those wick fills. Keep in mind, every time I get a wick fill, I tend to close like 80% through that wick fill, because I understand that if we don't push through it, we're going to reject it, right? So if we don't fill it, we will reject. So I usually tend to close like my partials up like 80%. I very rarely hold full into the whole wick fill or whatever. So 9 to 10 p.m., then you're going to have 8 a.m. really, 8 to 9, right? 8 to 9, then you'll have 9 to 10 again, right? 9 to 10 a.m. though, which is the time we're in right now. So right now, if we get the closure, that'll be a perfect opportunity for us to go ahead and fill that wick there. So, and then London is typically, you'll look for those wick fills anywhere between like 2 a.m. Eastern. My bad about this handwriting here. 2 to like 4 a.m. Eastern. You'll get wick fills all day. So just keep in mind, wicks get filled due to volume coming into the market. So when there's volume entering, that's when the wicks will get filled. The highest times of volume in the Asian session are going to be from 9 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. New York session, obviously, you know, is when we trade, 8 to like 10:30, 11. And then London, 2 a.m.-ish to like 4 a.m., you're going to get lots of volume. So depending on what session you're trading, that's when you can really expect the wicks to be filled. All right, Goldie, here we go. Breaking the lows, breaking the lows. We're going to get a closure here. We get an hour closure. We get a 30 closure and a 15 here. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. Rafi, how are you?
Good morning, my brother. How you doing? How you feeling?
Excellent, excellent. How you doing?
Lovely, man. Happy to be back. Thursday.
We're back. Again, we're back, yeah?
Yeah, we're back, man. We're back. We're here. It feels like I never left.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How we doing, Clubhouse? How we doing, YouTube?
The clubby.
Yeah, let me get the YouTube here. Pull it up.
How was London? Choppy?
Yeah,
choppy?
we had an opportunity that we were looking at, but just similar to Asia session.
Yep.
Looking at some things, but nothing. Great conversation as usual, but no action.
Yeah. No action. What's up, Johnny Gems? How are you? How are you? Good morning.
Yo, yo, what up, Nick? What up,
Grand
Rafi?
Rising.
Yo.
Grand
We
Rising.
got Magnus in the house, too.
How are you?
What's up, chat? How y'all feeling?
About,
Good to see you, chat.
Good to see
How
y'all, man.
Damn.
Bro, somebody asked, why
Yo.
does Nick's voice
up?
changes in London?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, Nick, your voice changed just a little bit in London. Can't
Damn.
lie.
Are we in a buy? What? That's what I'd be saying. Like, are you watching the stream? Are you? Hold on. Let me get the boys up. All right, we're gonna get a closure
these cells
here.
are looking good below. Are we in
Yeah.
a buy right now?
These cells are looking pretty good below.
They are.
Give me 1 sec,
They
boys. Let
are.
me just get you guys all situated here.
But Nick, I'm in buys right now. What should I do?
All right, cool. We're gonna get a closure here, so let's see if we can get a decent top wick, and then we may be ready to get this party started.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Let this 1 hour
You guys don't
candle
like
open
support
up a
to
little
left?
bit.
You guys don't like support, like there's support to the left? You don't really mind it?
Hold up.
It's only the fifth.
Yeah, I don't really mind it that much. No, I think
yeah.
we're good here.
It's only the
30
15.
closure, 1 hour. We're gonna need a
Look at the
decent
30
top
closure
wick.
though. 30 celery too.
Where are you guys? I don't know where you guys are at here. Where'd they go? They're lost in Zoom.
Here, let me raise my hand. You will be able to see me. Here we go. Boom. Raise your hand there. John.
Raise your hand.
All right, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't do that.
All right, let's see if this candle can just take a little bit of time here to come back up, make a top wick. Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on. Make a top wick here, something a little bit better. The candle's just opening here in the first minute, so let's see if we can actually come back up, make a decent top wick, and then yeah, sell stops are actually looking pretty good here. See if that 4 hour can keep moving. 1 hour also brand new candle here, so I think we would expect a decent top wick on this 1 hour candle, and then an opportunity to continue melting off here. So let's see if we can get that, and we'll go from there.
Nice top wick would be good here. Especially for the 1 hour here. Massive candle. But the 30 looks good. 15 looks amazing here.
I have a problem with revenge trading. How can I solve it? Man, go watch the video that I wrote. You got to treat trading like a business. You know, trading is a business. It's not a hobby. It's not a game. It's not something that you just want to throw mud up on the wall and hopefully it begins to stick. It's serious business, right? So revenge trading is just not serious business. So you want to stick to 1 to 2 trades a day right now to discipline yourself, right? And then you really want to start to make trading hours, make trading plans, right? I have a whole playbook where if a certain setup doesn't show up the way I want it, I don't get into a trade. So you really got to put some rules around your trading when it comes to getting control over yourself, right? Because again, if your job said, hey, you only can take 1 trade a day, otherwise we're canning you, you would listen. You would say, yes, sir. 1 to 2, yes, of course. I will not go anything over. You got it, Your Highness, Your Majesty, right? You would say that to your boss. So why can't you say that to you? Why can't you say it to you and your future and your business, right? Where you make your own rules and you keep yourself protected, right? I love how we can do these things for a job, a paycheck, to build someone else's dream, right? At the head of the pyramid scheme on the 9-to-5 gig, but yet we're not willing to do it for ourselves, right? So you really want to lock in on what I just said. If it hits, good, man. Like, let it hit a little bit and say, you know what? I do need to be more mature. I do need to clean my act up. I do need to put some structure into my trading. Otherwise, I'm never going to be able to I'm never going to be able to succeed in this, right? There's very few people I know who are successfully profitable traders. Very few. So if you're going to do this, you need to be locked in. You need to treat this like a business. You need to have rules in place, systems in place, and you make sure you're never deviating from them. That's the only way, my friends. That's the only way. This is the way. The indicator won't help you. The clubhouse won't help you. The next signal channel won't help you. The YouTube live stream won't help you if you can't do it yourself, right? If you can't actually act on the things that you're learning, you will never succeed, right? So you have to understand this is serious business, gang. You have an opportunity to make more money in 5 minutes than most people take working 10 hours a day all month long. You have to take this serious, all right? And when you do, the results will start to follow. Sorry, I'm just fired up today because I know what this can bring you. I know what this can bring you. I know how this trading thing can change your life, and I don't think you know yet, So I'm trying to so desperately get you to lock in and stick to your commitments and create your trading business, right? And the rules and the structure around it, because I know what it could do for you and your family, and I want that for you so bad. But again, I can yell this until I'm blue in the face. If you don't act on it, nothing changes in your life, right? Nothing changes in your life. So that's what you got to wrap your head around, man. It's all about taking responsibility, getting mature, and really locking in. But great question, man. Great question, for real. Because look, a lot of people revenge trade. You're not the only one, right? A lot of people revenge trade. So W for even asking the question. All right, I think we're good. I think we got some sell stops going on here.
Yeah, it looks money here.
Yeah, we're expecting the
30.
4 hour to continue down. We're really expecting that daily after breaking the lows to actually re-break the low here today, right? And continue moving bearish. So maybe this daily is fluctuating a little bit. But again, keep in mind our daily candle closures have stayed below the range. I am pretty bearish for the most part, even though you do have a bullish candle here. I like the fact that that bullish candle closed below the zone on the daily. Let me just make it obvious to you so you can see what I'm talking about. So we have a support here, and this candle here has closed below. So I think we can potentially move down, fill the wick on this daily celery play. That's kind of my vision here for the day. So I think this is pretty good. I'm going to have a sell stop on the break of the lows here. Stops are going to be kept above 51.19, and we'll see if we can get activated here. If we don't get activated within like the next 10 to 12 minutes, then we'll delete and we'll wait for the candle to close and go from there. But we should have a lot of volume coming in here on this 9 a.m. candle. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Executing on 30 here. Looks money. 1 hour too. Love the high we got there, though.
1 hour power.
1 hour.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get this set up here. All right, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Drawdown 450. What should I do now? You just got to stay in the hunt, man. You just got to stay in the hunt. You know, it's normal, right? It's normal to win some money, lose some money. There's really nothing you can do. Like in trading, there's just nothing you can do outside of waiting on the best trade setup, you know? And that's how you solve all your problems, right? You wait for the next best trade to show up, and then you execute and you let probabilities play out. There's nothing else you can do. That's the crazy part about trading. There's nothing you can do, right? To make it better or worse. Like it's just follow a system, execute the system, let probabilities play out in your favor. That's really all you have control over. That's it.
Those are the
Literally,
control.
bro.
There's certain things at the market that we can't control with the markets, but those are things we can control. So focusing on the things you can control will bring a lot of peace to your like mentality for sure.
Oh yeah.
100%. Every time you take a trade, just think about that you did your job now. And basically, once you pull the trigger, you can't control what the bullet does. So you can't control anything after you already pulled the trigger there.
Yeah. Our job is done. So let me show you the trade.
Yes,
Entry is going to be
exactly.
down here. Stop's going to be right up around like 51.50. Partial is going to be here at this wick fill. And then if we look left, we, again, I mean, sheesh, gang. Like, if this daily candle really wants to move here today,
Yeah.
you've
Damn.
got big TPs. Big TPs. So, yeah, I mean, I would say probably I'll hold runners until like 50.48 if we can get it. Something like that. That'll pretty much clean up the whole range. I have this level down here, but, you know, probably use something a little bit closer if I'm being realistic. So, yeah, probably a full TP down at like 50. Could get a big move here out of the daily today, so. All right, cool. Everything's looking good. So far, so good.
Fire. 15 celery on top of that, maybe.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. 5 minutes on that. We might have to delete this, unfortunately, like within the last 5 minutes here. But we could always wait on that 15 celery. Bump, bump, bump.
Yeah.
This would be, man, if we can get if we can get the closure below, and then we get in on the next candle, I mean, this is pretty A+ to me. So I'll probably be sizing up a little bit here. All right, we got our last 5 minutes, so why don't we just delete this for 4 minutes here. We'll let this candle decide what it wants to do on the closure, and then if we like it, then we will re-add it. But everything looks good. Let's just hang tight on that 5 minute candle here. Or you don't have to delete. That's just me. You guys can leave it, or you can cut your size in half maybe, just in case the move wants to run on the 5 minute. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to delete because that's just a rule that I have in my trading. but it's certainly, you know, still pretty valid if you want to keep it or lower your size. But I'll wait the 4 minutes and see what kind of closure we get here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how are ya?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
So right now it's probably a B, but if we get the closure, it's probably looking more like an A. Yeah, like an A setup. Again, higher time frame direction, high
100%.
volume coming in, wick to fill, all candles closing below. We're going to re-break the previous lows here. So, yeah, clean traffic to the left. Again, wick to fill. So, yeah, probably pushing towards an A if we can get this candle to close below. What you boys up to, man? How's the day going so far?
It's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Fire.
What a
it was
round
a
of
good day,
golf
man.
last
Great
night,
Asian and
yesterday,
London.
John. What a round.
Yeah, man. Great round, bro. It was awesome.
Yeah, beautiful. It was like
Awesome
80,
game, bro.
80
Very
85
close.
degrees yesterday. So nice out.
Oh, man. Wednesday afternoon, beautiful weather, having fun. It was awesome, bro.
Perfect
What's
weather.
up, Wiz? Good
What
to
up,
see you,
Wiz?
man. Oh, fire.
Where's Buddha?
I don't know. There's something about his name. I like it.
Someone yesterday put in the chat, it was just emojis. It was like, where's, and it said like the diamond emoji, and then it was like the magnet emoji.
No.
So where's John and Magnus?
Oh, that's
I was
funny.
like, that's G.
A magnet. A magnet emoji.
Yo, that's
That
cheap.
was really funny.
Fun.
All right, Goldie, stay put. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Go.
Just stay
I'm kidding.
right
It's gonna
here.
happen like in London.
Oh my goodness, Rafi, I'm telling you.
That's funny.
Man.
Oh, yeah, London, bro. I forgot about that. That was going to be nice. The buys and the sells are going to be great.
Bro, both ran without us. Trolling too much.
Yo, W, Vicky. W, incredible. I love that. That's why we're here. We're here to see you guys improve. Here to be here for you guys to continue to level up and just trying to offer some guidance.
Yeah. Range 3 for real.
Oh yeah, now we
That
have
was so
range
funny.
3, Nick.
Range 3? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that's London.
This is your London Range 3? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Range 3 sales.
Bro, that's too
John's
funny.
hair? Yeah, John's hair is nice.
If you know, you know.
Appreciate you.
Nick, you're keeping stops above the previous high now when the new candle opens?
Nah, I'll probably keep him above the same high. Above 48.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like the previous day.
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
same here.
gonna
Cool.
start giving my trades a little bit more room to breathe, right? Like, so you'll start to see me doing that here, moving forward. Just a little bit more room. You know, there's times where we have like sell stops, and you know we might try and keep the stop nice and tight, and then candle wicks up and wicks us out, and then drives down. Like I'm just tired of that. You know, I'm tired of knowing direction and then here and there getting hit on that current candle. So yeah, probably gonna keep stops back above the range. And yeah, it looks pretty good here. So 34 seconds, and we'll re-add the sell stop.
Yeah, it looks good. 15 even closes below support? Maybe.
That's what I would love to see.
Yeah, that's nice.
Boom, boom. We got 915 and 930 volume coming in here. So
Baya. Let's see.
dun, 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 dun.
Stay right there.
Stay right there, Goldie.
Thank you, Gold.
All right, cool. All right, let's see if we can get these top wicks here, and then it's game time. Game time.
Game time, man.
All right, that should be good. I'm gonna have a sell stop right here. Stops are gonna be kept above the highs up there, and that's the play. So we'll see if we can get activated, get the push we're looking for, a drive into. Let's take a look left.
Order
Yeah,
filled.
somewhere order filled. Thank you, Linda. Somewhere into these ranges right here for partials. So somewhere down into like 98 for partials, and then see if we can continue down here today.
Okay,
Continue
let's go.
down. Let's see. London. Yeah, London. New top wick. I don't need much because I'm keeping my stops above the highs here, and this is a new 15-minute candle, so that's why I'm ready to go here. But yeah, if we come up, make a high, that'd be great, and then look for the opportunities to come back down.
Excuse me. Let's go re-rate that low.
Little re-break.
A little rebreak. That'd be nice.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. So do you enter the market price or sell stop? I usually enter with sell stops, just because it just limits my own decision making and my own, actions, right? So I put a sell stop there, and now I know once that level gets hit, I'm good. That's where I want to be involved in. Sometimes earlier on in my career, I would notice that like when I would just market execute, I would freeze up or something, or I would enter too quick, or I would, I'd be like, let me just see if it breaks the low, and then it does, and then it drives, and now I'm like entering too late. So what I did was I just said, you know what, to stop all that, I'll just use the sell stops, right, and the buy stops, so that way I don't have to do any sort of thinking or anything like that while I'm in my trade and whatnot. Yeah, any system that you can put together to get rid of the human, activity here in trading is best. It's best. All right, let's do this here. Speaking of that, let's so we're gonna probably close partials somewhere down here at like 99 before we get into that resistance. That'll be partials for me, and then yeah, we'll see if we can hold a runner here today. See if we can hold a runner. What'd you say?
Looking at the same level.
Yeah.
Looking at the same levels.
Same levels, right? Yeah.
Exactly, same
Same
here.
partials.
Yeah.
Partials.
Yep. So give this some time. It's 9:15. We should have volume coming in. Again, our stops are way up at 51.49-ish, 51.50. So we've got room to manage, right? Unless we get some crazy candle or something, we will have room and time to manage this and all that great stuff there as well. So just give it time to play out, and let's see if we can get some like pretty good runners here today.
Yes, sir. Trusting the plan. You got that like range 2 breakout and everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, looks money here.
dude, you got a new resistance, so fresh structure.
Yep. That's true. That's true. All right.
Rates fluctuate.
Stop loss where, by the way, my stop's going to be above the highs here. So stops are going to be above like 51.48-ish, somewhere up there. I want to leave this one room to grow, room to breathe a little bit and have an opportunity for a decent move here.
But
partial's definitely at 5100 there, like 5100 on the nose. We'll take partials, and then yes, again, see if this thing wants to run. You also got 930 coming up too, so
Yeah, man, I see that. Then when do wicks get filled? High volume times. So
yeah.
exactly, bro.
high probability we fill these wicks. Which were one exhaustion wicks. Exhaustion wicks now turn into wick fills over time. So
Yep.
live example here.
Appreciate the answer. Yeah, you're welcome, of course. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Let's let this thing do its thing. Again, once we hit 99 or 5100, whatever, I think we can probably go break even and close partials when we get there, if we get there. All right, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, all right?
All right.
Yep.
Yep. So looking good. Looking good. Let it rock. Trust the plan. Remember, the outcome is outside of your control now, right? So like the markets are gonna do whatever they want. We're betting
Exactly.
on.
Let's see what happens.
Yep. Betting on the
You already
probability.
pulled the trigger.
Yes, sir. We already
Once
pulled
you
the
pull the trigger, can't control what the bullet does.
Exactly, man. Yes, sir. This is a random outcome. Right out of 100 trades, though, we win 75 to 80 of these statistically. So I ain't even really worried. Don't even stress about the outcome because it's outside of your control. Just the win is in the execution itself, right? The ability to execute the system is the edge. So that's the win. Nice job, Trap God. Congrats, bro. Big congrats.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, man.
Let's go, bro. Congrats.
Woo! Let's go.
It's good. Great work, man. That's what happens when you input discipline into your life, into your trading. The output is in equal proportion to that input.
What do we do?
It's like
What do we
good
do?
trading habits
That's a
equal
combine.
good trading results.
Nice. Let's go.
Another combine. Another one.
Another one.
Input good
Another
trading
one.
habits. If you input good trading habits and thoughts, you'll output good trading results. That gives me confidence.
Anybody got slipped? Slightly, yeah.
I see no slippage on trade.
Nah, a little bit.
No slippage on
Slight
trade.
slip.
Here.
Oh, slight slip.
Like, yeah.
All right, can we push with this 9:15? We got
Yeah, we
9:20
push.
coming up here too. 10 minutes for a 30-minute closure here.
Bro, these last 10 minutes here might push. You know, we typically see when we get in for like 9:15 that the 9:30 candle closes, so you can't get in. So you like had to get it on the 15. That's what I like about 9:15 here too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. If we wait for 9:32, we could like make a downtrend, you know, like lower lows, lower highs here as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
100%.
Out of 10 times, how many times
Yes,
will the wick
sir.
get filled? It just depends. I mean, if the volume's very high, we tend to have like a 70 to 80% success rate on the wick fill. If you have lower volume, then you may not get the wick fill as many times. So again, wicks get filled during the higher times of volume. So that means you want to really look for those opportunities around this time. Like this 9 a.m. candle is typically full of volume, right? So you're looking for those wick fills during like 9:15, 9:30, 9:45, 8 a.m., you know, all that good stuff. London Open, New York Open. London and New York and Asian Open, pretty good too. Just closed 150 pips. Hey, yo, nice. Let's go. Little 150. What did we get there? Let's take a look. 80. All right, we got more. We got plenty of room to manage in this trade too. That's the best part about keeping the stops a little wide, is you've got plenty of room to manage. You know, if your stops are now sitting above that current candle, you're like, here we coming back up. But now we know as long as we remain below 29, very high chance we stay bearish. If we close above, then we have that ability to manage that trade and cut our loss smaller.
There. I feel like volume could come out of nowhere here.
It could. It's 9:30. Come out of nowhere. Let's see that 30-minute candle. Yeah, 30 looks good.
Yep.
Definitely. That wick looking solid.
Solid wick. That wick for 9:30 looks
Solid.
amazing.
Oh, it really does, bro.
Incredible.
Breathe air. Yeah, breathe air. Breathe some air. Asian Open is when? 8. So I like the volume from Asian between like 8 and 10 p.m. I feel like those are the best times to look for opportunities in Asian. Every now and then you'll have like that pre-Asian volume where you will get price to move a little bit before the open, but yeah, I tend to like the post Asian, like after I think 8 p.m. is Asian, and then 9 p.m. into 10 is amazing.
Yes, sir.
Daily, do we get the daily to move down here? Do we get it? If that wick gets filled and you re-break that daily low, this is gone today. Goner.
Yo, Andre. For real. 5 minute, I know, right?
A 5-minute dope. You seen the 8 a.m. move? That was wild.
Yeah, wild stuff.
Yeah, unemployment claims, right?
Crazy. Crazy move. No, it was actually before unemployment claims. It was just
Yeah,
the
like
New
right
York
before.
Open.
Oh, really? Damn. Wow.
Trade C? Yeah, I'll start using it. I'll definitely start using Trade C. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. The question is, YouTube, do you guys like Trade C better than Project X? That's my question. Do you like it better?
I think Tradeaway is better.
Because that would be a statement.
like it was. Like
I'm not sure.
I've been
about
loving
that
trading
one,
was
Max.
easy.
Yeah, is he thinking about
Copy
it?
trading was
like-
easy on Project X, but I like Tradeaway here. It looked professional too.
Yeah, I've been liking Trade of it.
Tradeovate I like too,
It
but
has like a look to it. I don't know.
in terms of charting and analyzing
Oh,
and
charting?
whatnot,
Hell no.
Trade C or
Yeah,
Project
charting's fine
X.
in my opinion. I don't mind charting off Trade over it.
That's because you're a real trader.
I don't
you know?
chart off
You're
Tradeaway.
a
I
true-
can't.
You're a true trader.
I think so, bro.
Hey,
'Cause I love it.
Execution wise, it's good.
All I gotta do is draw a couple lines.
I hear y'all. Yo, you were like, nah,
don't really have to do
not
it.
really.
You don't really need much charting.
Nah, you really don't. Honestly, I
do
could
my
probably
charting
use
on
my eyes.
TradingView.
Don't even need
Yeah,
the
man.
ranges too much anymore.
You really don't.
On TradingView, I set my alarms and everything, and it's just right there. That it doesn't take much to open up TradingView and then execute it somewhere else in another platform.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we used to do. We used to do that all the time
Right.
with MetaTrader 5. Just look at TradingView and execute all MT5.
Yeah.
NQ? Yeah, let's take a look. NQ, ski. Yeah, NQ just pushing down here. Just pushing down. So, yeah, nothing really. You're going to have 930 coming up here on NQ, so let's see where that brings us. Let's see where that goes. All right, Goldie, what we doing? We got a minute on the candle closure here. 1 minute.
How you managing it?
Probably a closure back above with a wick and all that. We close this trade. If we stay below, I keep the trade on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
Bro, we see the same move that we saw in Asia the other day. It was like something like that.
Yeah, remember that?
And just
That's
down.
true.
Yeah. Hopefully we get that here.
Yeah.
Very similar. Very similar. Trade C, yeah, you guys recommend it? Yeah, we'll have to look at it. I'll have to get an account today with Lucid. We'll try it out. Start charting on it a little bit. All right, do we stay below in 35 seconds here? Let's see how we do. Do we leave a wick? How's this candle going to close? We'll see. We got 9:30 coming, so lots of volume coming into the market here. So we'll see which way we want to go. Does the 4-hour want to continue moving bearish? Or do we want to pull back? We'll see. 30-minute closures are coming up here as well. My stops are above the highs here. Yeah, above 48. So somewhere back above 48. Yeah, TPs are down here.
No top wick
Man,
there.
it looks like Asia, bro. It looks similar to the Asia trade.
Yeah,
Nice.
so just
No
gonna
top wick. I like
hang
that.
on here. If we start coming back down and breaking the lows, I'll start to bring my stop down a bit. But being that we've left this trade enough room to breathe, we closed below. We closed with almost no top wick here. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this thing rock. Should be still good to go.
Yeah, nice. Nice though. So should get the volume now definitely if we're moving down here.
9:30 is upon us. Lock in. Buckle up, my friends. By the way,
Well,
if you're a real trader, you accept your loss, so you don't care if this is a winner or a loser. I think some of, from what I see in the chat, I think some of you guys are really caring about the outcome of this trade too much. I can tell. I can see it in the what you say in the comments. Real traders don't care about the outcome. They care about the execution, right? And if your stops are good, which they should be, right, where you have them and you've already made that decision, then you have no worries in this trade. If you're over risking or if you don't know what the hell you're doing here, you're like, I don't know about this trade. We know you don't know because you don't have data, right? You don't know what you're doing. So you got to allow the trade to play out. You can't be so focused on the outcome. If I lose this trade, guess who? I don't care. If I win this trade, guess what? I don't care. Am I going to be a little happier if I win it? Yeah. Am I going to be a little bit like, if I lose? Maybe, slightly. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I've already accepted the outcome of this trade. I've already seen this trade hundreds of times. And I trust my data, right? So you got to trust your data. Typically, if you're all worried, then that means you don't have data, right? And you're not trusting it or whatever. So, yeah, you just got to tighten up. You know, real traders know the vibes.
Yes, sir, brother. Great. Well said.
Oh, see that low now?
Yeah, if we break that low here at 9:30, we should be good to fill the wick. But we'll see. But again, who cares, right? Because the idea here is if the candle closes below the range and it's got no top wick, we hang on to this trade. If it closes above the range and leaves a top wick, we get out of the trade, right? So we're literally just following the candles. The plan, the candles, all of it.
Definitely. 30 still below range too, so it looks good.
Yep.
Like it. Now we just need volume to do the rest of the job.
Yeah, we'll see. No quake zone. No quake zone. Yeah, and by the way, this one has a lot of, like, if we actually do go down, fill that wick and all that, this trade has a lot of potential here to continue running and running and running for the next hour or two. So it's not a bad place to be taking shorts. If Tradeovate was a person, that's actually funny. It's in the clubhouse chat.
Yeah.
This one we holding a little longer? Yeah, I think so. I don't see why not. Right? Especially again, if that daily really wants to drive down today, then this looks good. You know, we just got to keep breaking lows. That's all.
Yep. I love the 15-minute no topic here.
Yeah, same.
Plus right at that resistance zone too.
Yeah, that no top wick did it for me though. Hold it.
Yeah. Closure below and no top wick.
Same,
I have to hold that.
Yeah, same, man.
Have I ever still gotten stopped out when I've done that? Of course. Everything's probability, right? But more times than not, if I kind of just respect what's happening here, then the trade ends up playing out. So again, it doesn't matter which one happens today. All that matters is that we've executed on the idea in which we've drawn up.
Oh. Sir.
What do I know about the Top Step brokerage? Nothing really. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with that. I heard there was a waiting list. I signed up for it, but I never got a call or anything or a email or nothing like that. So I don't know. Does anyone else know? Because I haven't heard anything.
No, I was just thinking about that yesterday, bro. They sent that like a month ago.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything, dude.
Oh, no.
Apparently they're not accepting new people to do work with. Maybe that could be the case too. Yeah, that could very well be the case as well. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with that broker. It'd be nice if we can get some word though, because I actually was looking to do it, but now that Top Step is getting a little sketchy, getting a little skeptical with Top Step. So
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Bum, 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 bum. Add stop loss. Yes. Yeah, limit order. Yep. Exactly. Can we see NQ? Yeah, let's take a look. NQ is moving down, 930. Yeah, look at that, pop back up. I had a feeling that would happen on the NASDAQ. We just get that move straight back up. We were moving down for so long, right? So not a surprise here that 930 just pops us there.
Yeah.
This trade here, yeah, so this trade is based off of the 4-hour and the daily continuing south here, right? So if we look at the daily time frame, we'll see that although we have a bullish closure, we closed below the support, right, to the left-hand side. So you kind of have this little range here, support, and we closed below there. So now that we've broken the lows, right, we're looking at, is the lower time frame going to just pull back a little bit, create some structure for this bearish candle to continue re-breaking the low and filling that wick, right? So that's kind of like the idea here. If we look at the 4-hour now, the 4-hour is also heading south too. So very, very volatile candle, which we can just continue down. You know, there's about 30 minutes left on this candle here, so we're creeping towards the end of it, but the highest time of volume of it, right? So that's what we're expecting. If we got a little bit of a pullback, maybe we can continue moving bearish here on this 4-hour candle and tap ourselves into that support level right there. So that's pretty much the idea, right, on the higher time frames. Now the lower time frame closed very strong bearish. 30-minute also closed strong bearish, all below the range, right? We stayed below the range this entire time, in which we were looking at right here. So as long as we're below that zone, I think price is still in good standings to go down and fill this wick. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. We're looking at that last 30 minutes of this 4-hour candle here, which we should get some volume coming in. So we'll see if that volume wants to push us down and fill the wick, but as long as we remain below 33, I think we're good to go. Good to go. We got to break these lows here. We came up for that top wick. Now that the candle is a top wick, can we start moving ourselves down?
Yeah, we broke the highs there.
I see that.
Yep.
So get your seatbelts on now, potentially.
Once those previous candle lows get broken, bro, volume's taking us down.
Oh my goodness. That wick fill was coming in hot. Only if you break it though, so don't over risk.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is one where, like, if you're not in yet, I would probably have a sell stop on the break of the low.
Right.
I was thinking about
definitely.
slightly adding into this, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we're in right now, so.
Dun, 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 dun.
Am I still in? Yes, I am. Best of luck, everyone.
Yo, entry.
Best of luck.
And probabilities being our favorite.
We want to yell bleeder so bad, but we're like blah 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 blah.
Leaders. Come on,
Fluctuations.
leaders.
Fluctuations.
Oh, snap.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
Goldie
go,
broke
Goldie,
below,
let's
see.
go. Drive down here, Goldie.
Back
All right.
down we go.
I am going to close the 7 G's on the
Yeah.
live account. 7 G's on the live, and that is partials right here.
No.
We're gonna move stops to break even, and
we're
that's the trade, my friends.
kidding,
That's
bro.
Now
the
we're talking.
trade. Mwahahaha! He does it again.
One and done, fam. We just robbed the bank,
man.
man. Don't get back
Rob
in
the
here.
bank. Let's go.
Let's
If you took
go.
that trade and you weren't a little
Oh, it's good.
pansy Quaker in the chat, throw a W. Throw a damn
don't be
W.
doing double
Not
if
if
you
you're
were
a pansy.
quaking, bro.
Let's go,
Not if
let's
you're doing
go.
double if you were quaking.
If you're a Quaker, don't spam a W, bro.
Yo, that trade was really good though. That was a good one. Drawdown's good for the soul here.
It really is, man. Why some of y'all be trying to count me out too much? Like, what's the
That was
point of
great
coming
for the
on the
soul, bro.
stream? Oh man, great job,
was
gang.
wonderful.
Great job. We
Literally.
should continue humming here now.
Yo.
We should continue moving down now. So stops are at break even.
Thanks, Greg.
Partials have been sniped right there, and we will see where we end up going from here. All right, you guys can
Okay,
breathe
you go
again.
that
My
way, there you go.
goodness.
All right, you can breathe again, bro.
Traders
Suicide
trade,
gotta
my boy.
be- This is why you gotta be in a probability mindset and a logical mindset, or else, yo, you're gonna be emotional as hell during this trade. There's no way you're letting it rock, right? You're canceling either at you're exiting either at break even or like small profit or a small loss, right? Have you not had that probability or neutral mindset, right? You would not have been able
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Bro, even though sometimes while you're already in, it can like it maybe looks like something you wouldn't get in on again, but we still close below ranges. We close, you know,
Look at
15
that
minute
exit.
top wick. Everything
Ah.
makes sense here,
Bro.
right?
Look at that exit.
Yes, sir, bro.
Yee.
Damn.
Partials,
it's
baby.
sniping exit.
Partials. I took pictures of all the
That's
Quakers
Playing ball
today.
game, bro.
Did you take partials, Nick?
Yeah, I closed. Yeah, I took partials
Alright, full on live
on
account.
everything. Yeah, no, I closed full on my live. $7,200. I'm like, I'm out.
Same, bro. I'm out.
I'm out
I'm
of
out
there.
full on the live account, too. Great job, bro.
So
Yeah,
again,
real life.
you know, this is a skill set that some of you guys walked into the stream today thinking about maybe quitting. And I want you, again, this is for I mean, this is just keeping it real. I mean, motivational purposes. I don't care what you want to call it, flex, whatever it is, what's showing you what's possible. I mean, you guys sat here with me for 15, 18 minutes, and that produced over $7,000. And this is the skill set that you want to quit. Come on, brother. Come on. We got to lock in, right? We got to lock in because this is the potential of what your future can hold. It used to take me months to make that, of working 9 to 5 jobs, right? I think I made the most like $2,500 a month. That would have taken me almost 3 months to make at my job, which now takes me 15 minutes. So you see the skill set that you are. Is this worth it? Is it worth it?
Bro.
I think so. I think so.
I think so.
Now
I
let's
think
close that live
this
account
skill
up
set-
today. Yeah, I think it's worth
Yeah.
it, Johnny Gems.
100%, bro. This is the difference between greed and discipline, right? Like we take this winning trade and we walk away. We don't go back in the markets. But some people, they want to keep trading, and I don't understand that. So yeah.
Yeah, they want more,
Good job,
bro.
man. Yep.
Read,
Like I said,
bro.
if one trade is all it takes to replace the income of your job, then why are you trying to jump back into the market after one good trade, bro? Right? One good trade at a time is all you need to pay the bills.
Exactly.
And a lot of us, that's all we got to replace, right? That job income for a lot of us is literally just like $100 to $200 a day. Like, bro, that is so possible in the markets. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yep.
Definitely, man. Yeah.
So
All
never
right.
stop believing in it, man. Never stop working on your skill set too.
Yeah, good trade.
Yeah,
Good trade. We'll
100%.
we'll explain it in just a moment. Let's see how things play out here. 15-minute candles coming to a closure here. So if the candle leaves a wick, I'm gonna stay in this trade. If we close with no wick or something, then I'll probably start moving my stop loss into profit or something like that. Still holding? All right, let's go. Hey, look, I told you guys, if we can break through this low right here, you're gone today. You're gone. Like that daily celery play
Gone, bro.
should start to run here. Yeah.
Definitely.
7K to lose 14. I was risking 10K. 10K to win 7. And guess what? I'm okay with 10K, right? Like again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like me risking $14, right? It has no effect on me. So you have to be okay with your loss, right? So as long as I'm okay with 10 grand, then I'm okay with that loss. Therefore, I have no problem letting it hit stop loss or closing at my partials. It's basically just like as if I was to risk $1,000 and pocket 700. There's nothing new here. Nothing new. The only thing is now I'm playing with bigger numbers.
And remember, we don't focus on RR, we focus on price action because RR is irrelevant to price action, right? And as long as you have a high win rate, 70, 80% plus, then, trading a negative RR on certain trades is fine, right? And don't think it's every trade that's a negative RR, right? Certain trades, so it varies, but it's very subjective according to price action, and that's what we listen to because that's the king here, price action. Price action's the boss,
definitely.
it tells us when we get into trades, it tells us when we exit trades, it tells us, what size we need to do, all of that stuff.
Yep.
So we gotta listen to the boss.
Isn't that incredible? The candles tell us what to do. You need no thinking. You need to do zero thinking, right? Remember, the mission was as long as we stay below 30, we are good to go in this trade. You got to understand like how to let these trades, you know, begin to play out for yourself. We got 2 signs, right, to stay in this trade. So where an inexperienced trader is out right here, the experienced trader knows, okay, we still close below, right? And we also have no top wick on that candle. Those are 2 very, very important signs to say that we should remain bearish here for the most part as long as we're staying down. It's just a simple push down, retest of the zone, and then a continued move down. So we close partials right here because if we look left, right, you'll see why we close partials. We didn't just close partials there because we felt like closing partials there, right? We closed partials there because if you look left, there's a support. Right? So you see how none of this is, everything is by design, gang. Everything is systematically done, right? There's no emotion. There's 0 feelings that are get involved. It doesn't matter if we're risking 10K or 1,000 or 500 or 4. It doesn't matter. It's all systematic. Like, this is what we do, right? This is what we do in this business. So you got to, I'll continue to exemplify it, but you got to catch on to it. You know, no need for feelings in this game, right? What do they say? No crying in the casino. You know what you came here to do.
Yep. Follow the system that makes the money, not the emotions that want the money, and your trading will be 100% leveled up from there.
Yes, sir. Simple.
And by the way, on this trade, I had a 0.8 RR here for all the RR lovers.
Yep. Same, had a
So I risked,
Yeah, same here.
I risked 1 for 0.8, and do that 80 out of 100 times. You'll be chilling.
Do that 100 times,
yeah.
you'll win 80. You won't know what to do with all the money.
Bro. There's no crying in baseball too.
Yeah, that's true.
Rafi, what would the coach say if you started crying, bro? Like, dude, tell you to run a
Bro,
lap or
just
something.
get you out of the lineup, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, the
Oh, you
world,
wanna cry? All right, cry in the bench. Cry in the bench.
the
Only
world
players on the
works
field.
on negative RR. Wow, honestly, I never thought of it like that. Never thought of it like
What do you
that.
say?
The world works on negative RR. Insurance
Damn,
companies
I-
take 0.0001 R trades. Yo, that's so true.
fact.
Damn.
Never
that's
really
actually
thought of
true.
it like that.
That one, bro.
Did I
Damn, that
take-
was like deep.
5 minis? Yeah, I took I don't know what I took. Yeah, five yeah, minis. I don't even know what they are. 5 GCs basically. All right, will we come back up here? Will we come back up? I've already closed full on the live. I've closed half on here, so if this one gets tapped at BE, no worries for me.
We literally had a sniper exit here.
Sniper. exit.
For real.
Sniper.
Sniped him by like 1 pip.
Had that been on the original candle, I feel like, you know, probably could have got a bigger push down, but yeah, no.
Yo.
Same. I agree. Yeah.
Since we like kind of went back and draw down and
Yup.
wasn't as pretty,
Yup.
I think it was pouring close in there and that support as well. So
Yeah, that candle had to
Yeah,
move
I
quite a
agree.
bit to get us down here. So
yeah,
yeah, if it was on this candle where we still had like that, yeah, I think that would have been better. But hey, that's fine. We'll take it.
dude,
Come on, I
we'll
want to
take
see
it
us
props,
break that
props.
daily low though. If you re-break the daily low, she's a goner.
Gone.
You got 10 minutes for the 30 closure here. But
Yeah, let's see.
yeah, man, great trade. Now what?
Yeah, and I should.
Now what? Let me show you, Nick. I'll demonstrate.
I already closed my trade ovate chart.
Oh gosh, you're gonna do push up or something? He gone.
Yo,
Alright, that-
seriously, yo, what
that
was up
guy's
with you
struggling
guys?
with stuff.
Some of y'all were trying to count me out in this trade, man. What's the point of coming on the live stream to talk crap while we're in drawdown? What's the point? That I don't see anything
get it.
good returning to you from that. I just don't. And it's probably no wonder why, you know, you're not getting the results that you want, right? Cuz you're just giving off the wrong energy. Gang, make it a point to encourage others always. Like, never put another person down. Do that. Like, never ever in your life again put another person down. Man, the gifts that the universe will bring to you, my friends, is on a whole nother level. right? Your outside world is just a mirror of the inside world. So, you know, if you're yelling at me, you're probably just yelling at you.
If you hate on me, then you hate you.
I was
That's all
ready
I
to
mean, bro.
lose let's go. I was ready to lose too. You know, there was a 30% chance that we lost that trade, and I was ready for that.
Did you hear what we said? Like throughout the trade, we were like, "There's a random amount to this trade, but if we execute this trade 100 times, we're coming out on top, right?" And what else did we do? We predefined our risk. We accepted the loss, right? We knew exactly what we were risking, and we accepted the risk. So that's gonna help you. That's a risk management tip right there. You know, definitely look to apply that. We got that.
Yo, was that partial spot on or not?
Yo, that partial was spot on. But can we break the low? I think we're gonna go down here, gang. I think we're gonna get a big push.
Yeah, probably. We're gonna bleed off.
Like, I think
Nick,
so. Talk to me,
Nick,
John.
did you see,
Ready for takeoff?
did you see what I demonstrated? To do
Yeah, I
next?
seen that. You just
Taking
got up
this
and
trade?
walked away.
Yeah, hopefully
What a
people learn
G.
from that.
Everyone else is like, Nick, can we take a
I
buy?
thought you were gonna pick something
But-
up.
Hey, man, can we get
But
involved in the
now
buys now?
Yeah, right.
I don't
It's
know.
like, yo, all
Ask
that
Yo, John,
ask what's his name? Who was it again?
John, you like these buys here?
Let me see. If you want to know about the buys, ask
Jimmy Ding Dong.
Actually, you know what? I won't even give him any hype.
Yeah, no, bro.
Yeah, we'll let it go. I got your name though. I be taking pictures of the Quakers sometimes, just so I can spot look for you guys on the next trade when we go like straight into profit, no drawdown, and I see your W's on the next ones too. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys be
write 'em
flip flopping
down,
too
write
much.
down.
I write them down. I got a whole list. I got a whole list.
I have a whole board with your names on.
Yeah. Most wanted.
Dada.
We call it the Quake Yard. You don't want to go in the Quake Yard, man. You don't. But all right. Did we explain the trade already? Yeah, we already did that. I think so.
I don't even know.
No. All right. Well, if we
I don't know,
did,
actually.
or if we didn't, let's
I don't
talk
think so.
about it here.
Yeah.
So, let's start with the daily because that's really where this trade idea stems from. You know, ever since Asian session, I've been trying to get myself involved in the shorts here on gold today. Been unable to do that successfully in Asian session, which was the last one I traded. We had sell stops, but we deleted them and never got a chance to really get involved in any of the shorts. But the idea here was if the daily candle had closed right below the range here, then there was a very high chance that after making a top wick, this candle will not move bullish. It'll actually come down, break its own low, begin to come down, break this candle's low, and fill the wick, right? That's my main basically my main analysis for the day, right? Again, clean range coming down here on the daily, plus you got the wick to fill, plus you got this celery play, right? If this was a 30-minute time frame, would we not love these sell stops here, right on the break of the lows? We would love those.
Yeah,
So
right.
no different here on the daily, right? Candles are candles regardless of the time frame. So looking at a daily celery, we had to wait here on the 4 hour. 4 hour was chopping around quite a bit, but New York Open really gave us the push that we were looking for. So New York Open gives us a mega push, right? And we come back up. We need to wait for the retracement here. So we can't execute right away after the big push. We have to wait for the retracement. So the 1 hour candle does move up. We do close below the range here. 30-minute candle also kind of leaves us this like weak candle, but again, all closing below this level right here at 51, what was it again? 51.30? I think it was 33. So everything remaining below 33 is all clean, right? If we look left, we see that there's nice clean range to the left-hand side. Plus, again, that daily wick fill, if you break the low, very high chance you continue to move down, right? So that's where everything started stemming from. You get the 30 closure that remains below. This candle now comes up, makes a top wick, breaks the high. We enter in off the 15-minute candle right here. So we waited for the closure, right? We end up getting in off the 15. Candle comes back on us, closes bullish. So we move that support, right, as we look to see if how we want to manage this trade. As long as that candle is closing below this support level, we are good to go to keep our eyes on that wick fill. What do you know? This candle does close bullish, but where? where does it close? That's the question, right? So it closes below the range. And then the other big hot tip here was that it had no top wick, right? So what do you know? Just as always, this candle pops up. It looks for that range, aka that wick to the left. It sees no wick to the left, and it says, you know what? I'll just continue what I was going to do anyway. And it starts driving down. We kind of have partials sitting right here. If we look left, nope, that's Rafi. Let's go find the support. There it is. Yep, right here to the left-hand side. And that's our partial TP. So watch. If we put a zone there, watch this. Boom. Isn't the market beautiful? Is that not art or what?
It's really art.
It's art, man. Wicks don't lie. Wicks don't lie, bro.
Nah, literally. Same.
Yep. And then you would say this is what? About 80% of the wick fill, would you say? About 80% right here? And what did I mention earlier in the live stream? That we tend to close 80% through, right? So no surprise that we reject right there. I think if we re-break these lows, we should be golden here to fill that wick and continue moving bearish. But that's the trade. That's exactly why we took it, how we came up with the ideas, how we correlated the time frames, how we managed it, how we look for entries, how we look for partials, what we did when it was time to exit, why it made sense to go break even, and why we're break even right now and still not closing full is because we expect if that candle re-breaks the low after our partials have been taken, you know, we could expect a runner to run here today. So that's it. Any questions? Any questions? I don't know where you're going to get the breakdowns, the anticipations, the top-down analysis. Like, I don't know where you're going to get all of that, so you got to pay attention while you got it here. You got to pay attention. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if we break these lows. But if anyone has any questions, I think that was pretty well explained. But if you got questions, let us know. We need you to get this, right? If you don't understand it still, you got to ask questions. You got to be hungry for the knowledge, and you got to get your questions answered. I beg you, use me to become rich. I beg you. Let's go. Let's go. Nice job.
Honestly, that's what I like the most, like, about this trade was like the way we just stuck true to the plan and held strong, you know, even when price went back in drawdown, like closing bullish, you know, listening to the candles and the signs and, you know, continuing to develop a good analysis and read on the market, staying true to that read. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Lovely. So now whatever happens, it is what it is. We already made money here on this idea, so.
Because I know a lot of people may think like closing bullish, then we got to get out, right? But not just closing bullish, right? But reacting to certain levels and all that stuff.
Yep. Thanks, Linda. All right, that's it. I'm out.
It's not where it closes, but where and how.
Exactly. Yep. Linda. Order filled. Great trade, fam. Tag it and bag it. One and done.
Sorry, on to the next.
On to the next.
Last Asian session of the week.
Damn, yeah, last session. Snap. I'd be excited for it.
We'll see you there, Magnus, for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think we'll see him there.
Is there a giveaway or?
We'll see you in London, bro.
There's gonna be a lot of things tonight, bro. You don't want to miss it.
Oh, what's up?
I can't tell you. You need to show up so you can see yourself.
Yeah, bro. Damn. We won't give out the little details.
Nah, definitely not.
Be there, be square for
tomorrow. I don't wanna see you saying, "Yo, you should have told me," because I told you.
Told you so.
Yeah.
Damn, okay, I won't say that then. I promise.
Yeah, Richard with no top wick back in the range. I would have held on to that because the no top wick. What you could do too is like since it closed back in the range, but with no top wick, you could just close half.
Yeah, I may have done that too. Yeah.
As someone who like accepts random outcomes and takes educated guesses and like predefines his risk, like with the no top wick, I would have held on to it still. But with a closure back above the range and with a top wick, I'm exiting the trade right there, cutting the loss. So that's like the big difference, you know, the slight difference or whatever between those two different ways like of managing the trade based on how the candle closes, right? And that's why what we were talking about before, like the candles tell us everything, you know, the candles tell us what to do. So that's the difference between, you know, it's saying close, exit the trade versus it's saying hold on to the trade, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll tell you. It'll tell
It
you.
really will. Yeah, there's small nuances, exactly, Richard. Yep. You're understanding it 100%.
The details. But you don't spot
Yep.
the details when you're scrolling on Instagram and watching 19 different live streams and having multiple strategies, and you don't get the details that way, you know, because you know too much. You're too smart at that point. You're too smart. You're too smart to make money when you get to those levels.
Facts, bro.
This was really an A+ trade, gang. I mean, I sized up on this. You know, I went five contracts on the GC here, so I liked it. You know, the fact that we got that other closure, and I told you guys, hey, if we close below here, this is going to be like B/A. So yeah, that looked good for me.
Yes, sir. Same. What's up, Anthony? Yeah, I think like 5 MGCs on a 50K is fine. I don't think that's too much exposure to risk. You know, anywhere between like 5 MGCs to like 15 MGCs was the sweet spot for me trading 50K funded accounts.
Yeah. Why can't we have sell stops? I mean, you can. You know, you can have sell stops. Why am I not having sell stops? I made more money in 15 minutes than I used to make in 3 months. So that's the reason I don't have the sell stops. It's like I closed my trade ovate. I feel like I just won the lottery, right? I'm not going back. I'm not going back. If you just robbed the bank, would you go back? Hey, you know what? John, I think we left a couple bags of money in there. I know we got a bunch, but you know, I think we dropped one or two. Let's get back in there.
Stupid. That'd be stupid.
Let's go grab that.
Yo.
Guess what? We'd risk all the money at that point and even our freedom.
All of a sudden, blown account. Imagine that. Imagine you made like $7 grand and then you're like, you know what? I think I can make more.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Let me take this entry. Let me take an entry where I was looking for partials. So, you know, you don't want to settle. So what do you need now? What do you need now to really take good sells? Probably a resistance, right? Probably to make sure we close below this range, make sure we get some type of resistance to form, and at that point, that's when you can look for more sells to take. Yeah, so imagine, do you want to take your sells down here, and where resistance is way up here, or would you rather take them right here at a better price and right off resistance? That sounds way better, right? So much more high probability of working down here, very slim. Probability of it working up here, very high. So you just want to bank on that. Remember, the best trade is what the multimillionaire said. He said, you want to focus on taking the best trades. Not good trades, not okay trades, not just any trade, not just random trades, not just trades that you hope will work, but the best trades is what the guy said. So that's what we should stick to.
Nope. Yes, sir, Anthony. Yeah, man. Always look at it in that way because that's honestly what it's like. You know, we literally just printed money, you know, like we took money away from the markets when you think about it. And it's the same way as robbing the bank, literally, bro. Yep. And a lot of similarities, too. Like if you jump back in, you know what could happen when you jump back into the bank as well. So after robbing it. So, yeah, that analogy is great, man.
It is.
For taking profits and walking away.
Yeah, but
I like to think about it too, like the session or the day is all that counts, you know, like that's like where the reps count the most, you know, that's where like you get a percentage increase, like 1% better, you know, just by focusing on a good session or a good day, you know, making that count and just compounding like one good trades, a session and a day, you know. That's where your progress is made.
Yeah, so if you haven't taken a trade, right, what you probably want to see is closures below, or if you notice there's something holding us up here, right? So below this support level at 88 is all more clean range coming down. So you want to try and stick to trading in these ranges, right, where they got nice bigger clean ranges. So ideally, if you can get a closure below there, that'll also re-break the daily low again down there, and then you can have all that clean traffic to the left. So yeah, if you want to. If not, you know, jump in and get this, and maybe you can get the full wick fill. I mean, again, I'm bearish on the day, so I just don't think that this could be the greatest entry, but you know, again, I'm pretty bearish here. So what up, Sam, man? All right, who's got any questions? If not, I'm out of here. Let's see. Any good questions? Any good questions? Let's talk about it. How can I help you here today before we get going? Let me know. Oh, Pip and Dipsky. Let's take a look at NQ. What NQ do after that monster move up? Oh, no top wick. Yo, bro, talk to me.
Sorry, were you gonna analyze NQ?
Nope.
All right. What's your plans today, bro?
I don't know. I'm gonna send my wife out for like a full like treatment day. So spa, nails, massage, all that stuff.
Fire.
So if you want to pull up, maybe we play some pickle, bring the kids to the park.
Fire. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, bro. Let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
You're
down.
still free, right? All right, cool. That works.
Fire. What a G.
Get the kids outside with Maddie. That'll be good.
Yes. Get them some fresh air.
Nick's out in the sun, bro.
Yeah, Nick's got his kids homeschooled right now, and while we play pickle, they do physical education.
It's gonna be a real tough, fun day today here, kids. We're gonna play at the park for 4 hours. Go out and let me know what you learn.
Me and my brother play pickle.
I'm new. How could I join your VIP or follow you? You guys can follow me on Instagram here. I don't really have a VIP. If you guys want, you could join the Clubhouse, which is going to be where I live stream. We live stream in the Clubhouse, Asian session, London, New York session. So we live stream all those. Plus we do weekend webinars. I got a full course, like a full breakdown on exactly how I trade. Every single concept that I use on a day-to-day basis is in that course, and we continue to add more and more every week. Every week we do an hour-long webinar. You also have all the live streams there that you can continue to like replay. So you could watch this stream again. Let's say you want to see something in London, right? You can rewatch London session again, learn a little bit. So yeah, that's really it. Follow me on Instagram. You could apply for my elite program, but I'll probably only open that 2 to 3 times this year. So it'll be very difficult to get involved in that. But other than that, yeah, just Instagram and the Clubhouse. That's where you can find me. It is hard to accept a loss. How do you guys deal with it? You just lower your size. What I would do is I know this is hard to hear and you might not want to hear it, but like start to trade like pennies. So like if let's say you hit your stop loss, you only lose like $5. $5. And then your TP, if you win, you only make like $5. So are you too worried about losing $5? Right? Because the goal is to stop worrying about losing, right? It's to stop being afraid of a loss or whatever. So don't be afraid of it. Risk $5 for a TP of $5. And then what you'll notice is you don't really care about the outcome. And that's step 1, right? So now that step 1 is in place, now because you don't care about the outcome, you can begin to focus on the trade, right? And now that you can focus on the trade and not the money, you can begin to study it. You can begin to see it. You can begin to get your reps in, right? You can begin to understand how often certain things happen and how probabilities work. And then once you understand that, that'll breed confidence. And what confidence will do, it will get you to up this risk again. So now you completely lowered your size, completely disassociated from the outcome of the trade, was able to get reps in on watching the trades play out, right? And seeing that, okay, I can actually trust it. More times than not, 7 or 8 out of 10 times, it works. So once you come to that realization, that's where you can revisit this size and begin to pump it back up, right? Because now you have data, now you have reps, now you've seen it, and you've already now learned how to detach from the outcome of the trade. So now, this is what I did, by the way, right? I went all the way down to 5, and I worked my way back up in 2022. And now I'm risking $10,000 a trade, right? And I'm comfortable with that. So do you see how you build it up? But you got to break it down to build it up. You feel me? So try and do that. Again, the last thing my ego wanted to do was start trading at $5 an out for the outcome. But you know what? After 2 or 3 weeks, I started seeing, why am I afraid? Why am I afraid to stay in that trade? It works every time, And then you begin to realize, okay, I can trust the probabilities here. I can trust waiting on the probabilities to produce an outcome, because I can see now that more times than not, 7, 8 out of 10 times, when I get involved in these trades, they tend to work. So now I can trust that trade to play out, and I don't have to be upset if I take a loss, because I know that if I take 1 or 2 losses, that 6 or 7 winners are coming right behind it. And that's that, that's pretty much it. So once you begin to develop that mentality and that mindset, that's when you free yourself. So yeah, do you have to go back to the bottom? Maybe you do, right? Maybe you do, to kind of be able to size down a whole bunch. But guess what? Guess what's at the bottom? Nothing. Now the only place you can go is up, right? So you can start pushing up to the top now. So again, easy to do, easy not to do. It's a stroke to the ego, but I'm telling you, your future will thank you for slowing down to speed up.
Yeah. I remember you said it too one time, you got to earn your size, right? So like the way you earn your size is by trading well, right? You trade well, your account balance grows, and you earn your size as your account grows, right? So that's another way of earning your size.
Yep.
I also wanted to add on to that, like another way I overcame the fear of losing in trading was developing a probability mindset, right? And this requires you to gather data, right? That's why we say data is so important. So you need data that statistically gives you an edge, right? And when I had that data that proved to me statistically I'm going to win 80 out of 100 times, right? I knew that I was going to lose at least 20 times. So, I mean, I knew the losses were a part of the game and part of my probabilities, right? Having that probability mindset, right? That 80-20 principle. Going to win 80 out of 100, lose 20 out of 100. So, like, when I knew that, I was aware and understood that losses were going to come. So when a loss came, as long as I was okay with my risk and predefined it before entry, it never affected me. And I was able to overcome it at that point. And I know that's what the pro traders do. So look to apply that as well into your criteria.
Got to be a pro,
Yep.
baby. You got to think like the pro. You got to think like the winners, right? That's why it's so important to get around the winners. That's why I say, you should join a community. You should get involved with like-minded individuals, because you have to study how winners think, right? That was my main number one priority in my early to mid 20s. I was around a bunch of losers my entire life. Not that they were bad people. They were just losing, and they had a loser mentality. So my main focus was, I need to study the winner. I need to study how they look at things, how they perceive it, how they act, how they react, right? And all of this began to develop me, right, personally. And once you begin to understand how the winners operate, now you can act on that. So the way the winners operate in trading is very similar to what John just mentioned, right? So you got to really think, how will the 8-figure trader perceive this? If I was who I'm trying to become, how would I handle it then? And then handle it that way now. Yeah?
That's why you don't want to miss this weekend. This webinar this weekend is going to be pretty eye-opening.
Yeah. So FVG, brother, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I'm a good trader, but I haven't gotten to the FVG level yet. So you won't really hear us talk about that stuff. I honestly, I don't even know what an FVG is. So I just know it's like 3 letters of the alphabet. And it sounds pretty cool, actually. And I probably trade FVGs. I probably just call them something else or something like that. How do you overcome not being disciplined? Taking trades that aren't in our favor and not lining up with what's profitable. I mean, that's simple. You got to define a playbook, right? I mean, first things first, you have to define your playbook. So you define what setups you will take, and that's it. If it's not that setup there, then you don't trade, right? So you have to have a defined playbook. You have to have some sort of a system. And look, again, you have to be accountable to it, because I can teach you this. But if you don't go out and, again, be disciplined, right? Is the question that you're kind of, you have to be accountable, man, to your own dreams, to your own goals. Like, nobody is coming to save you. I can help you. I can encourage you. I can show up here and do this every day, but that does not guarantee that you will win big in life, right? The only thing that guarantees that you will win big is if you start thinking you can win big and then acting on those thoughts. So you need a playbook. You need a system, and you need to be accountable, and you need to get your emotions in check, right? So again, stop worrying so much about the outcomes of the trade and start worrying about the performance of the trade, right? Just from a TTE standpoint, I would say stick to 1 to 2 trades a day. Make sure your entries are only on break of lows or highs. Make sure you're taking your base hits and closing at your targets, right? And yeah, make some trading. You could trade all 3 sessions with us, but that doesn't mean you have to, right? So pick a session. Pick 1 or 2 that work best for your life and your schedule, and create some sort of a business out of this, right? 1 to 2 trades a day. Entries and exits are the same all the time. Advantage points, targets. I'm only trading this session and that session, right? And make sure you're understanding the ins and outs of, the system here, right? That should be your main goal before anything, before any sort of money or anything like that. And then the biggest part is you got to begin to journal. You got to begin to journal. So none of this matters if you just wing it, right? So every trade now must be journaled, because at that point, you will now look back a week later and think, why did I take that trade? That was pretty stupid. Whoa, that trade doesn't look like the setup. Whoa, that trade is out of the playbook. And then you can make your corrections, right? Because if you're not aware of it, then you can't correct it. So I always say first comes awareness, then comes elimination. Because again, most people think they have to do something. They say, Nick, what should I do? Or what do you do that keeps you so successful? And it's what I don't do that keeps me successful, right? So I don't take trades outside of my playbook. I don't trade the session outside of my, session that I have planned out, right? It's more so what I don't do that keeps me successful when it comes to the whole game, life, trading, everything, right? So you got to really analyze and journal, because if you don't know what's going wrong, you'll never be able to fix it. So yeah, that's what I would say. Start to gather some ideas based off of what I just mentioned. And in terms of any books, I would say the Forex what is it called again? The Forex Mindset.
Forex Mindset.
Read that. Read The Best Loser Wins if you want to keep it around trading. And read honestly, I'd probably recommend like Atomic Habits. So you can start developing different habits, developing those different thought process. This will help you build like consistency and discipline in your day-to-day habits. So yeah, that's probably my best advice.
I would like to add on to that, Nick. Nick is spitting gems here too, so hopefully everyone's listening and taking notes. But something that really helped me overcome taking crappy trades was the idea and the concept of plan the trade and trade the plan. Starting your session with a plan, right? And this could be, you can create multiple plans to take multiple setups in different ways, but you got to create that plan, right? Because that plan equals logic. That's why it's important to have a morning routine too, as well, that kind of gets you into a logical mentality before you, logical frequency before you hop onto the charts. But at the start of the session, before anything has happened throughout the session, you start the session with a plan, and then you follow that plan the whole way through, right? That has helped me not take crappy trades and stick to taking the best trades, the A+ setup trades, right? The ones that I plan out beforehand.
Yep.
So
love it.
Do that as well. That will help you too.
Look at the losers and do the opposite, man. Seriously, there's no shortage of losers out here. As harsh as that sounds, there's just no shortage of losers. Observe the masses and do the opposite. So what do most traders do? Whatever that is, do the opposite. Run away from that, because we know that 95% of traders fail. They're all trading based off emotions. None of them are tracking their data. None of them are journaling. None of them are disciplined. None of them stay consistent. All of them are strategy hopping, right? I mean, it's too easy to win out here, gang, when you know exactly what you want and you know exactly what you're doing this for. Every other trader is completely blowing it by not taking advantage of these opportunities to get better. So again, journaling, all this stuff is geared to help you get better. And that's where you want to, if you don't like your results, then clearly, you can't be the same person. If you want different results, you got to change something. My job is execution, not winning. There you go. There you go.
Now you understand.
Wow, that's it, bro.
That's it.
Yep. So lock in, lock in. If I were you, right away, once you get off this live stream, I would write down on a white piece of paper, I would write trading business plan, and I would start to think. And I would spend some time thinking about that, and by the end of the day, I'd make sure I come up with something so that way I can get myself on a path to succeed and stop making the same mistakes over and over again.
Yep. And never, ever, ever forget about Newton's third law as well throughout this journey. What is Newton's third law, right? Reaction, there's one opposite reaction. Whatever you put, so you will output your portion. That would be everything, man. Like, that gives me much confidence as well, on my data. But understand that as long as I input good habits, good thoughts into my trading, I'm going to reap the good results. And there's nothing to stress ever as long as you understand that law, okay?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's go, Energy. I like that. I love that, actually. Yeah. First day of a live capital payout.
Let's go, Energy. Congrats.
Okay. All right. That was good, Energy. There we go.
Energy.
A lot of payouts.
You knew it was coming.
Let's get it.
Whole lot of money. Whole lot of money.
Energy. Energy's going to be a savage. Let's go, Energy.
Is a savage. Yep.
Congrats.
Best Loser Wins is on YouTube. Yes, some of these books, by the way, you don't even have to get the physical copy of it. Like, just go on YouTube. Like, life is so easy these days, man. So easy that you can just go on YouTube, bro, and you can have someone freaking read it for you if you need that, right? It's like, all right, the guy will read it for me, and I can just follow along the book. I mean, man, it's, based on your perception or perspective, today is a day where it's the easiest to become a multimillionaire, or today's the day where it's the hardest. Like, you get to choose, and you get to use the resources that are available to all of us. So it depends on your perspective. It's either going to be easy or hard to win in this day and age. I would say it's pretty damn easy.
True, bro. Especially if you have let's say you even have a job where you're not dealing with customers, you can listen to books, listen to audiobooks or something like that. Positioning yourself to win.
Yep. Yesterday, my friend said that this guy looks like an unprofitable guru because of the psychology you guys are providing. And I said to him, you will realize later you are still early in the journey, young grasshopper. I like that. Do I really look like an unprofitable guru? Should I change something? Was it the no hat or? Damn. I want to at least look like a profitable guru. Crap. You know what? Just have your friend here. I'll show you what a profitable guru looks like. Yeah, just have your friend come back to the stream today. Forgive me, I didn't put the $7,200 win here we caught today, but just have him come back and look at some of this other stuff. When it comes to the last couple of weeks here, I mean, live accounts wheeling and dealing. The year has been great. The last 4 years have been great. So I think the young grasshopper will get it at some point. How true is it that 99% of traders are losing? According to brokers, according to prop firms, you'll see that it's about 95% lose rate. Yeah, unfortunately, but we're trying to stop that. Maybe I should move to Dubai. Maybe that'll be convincing. Man, I sure would like one other person to watch me on YouTube here, steal all my knowledge and wisdom for free. What can I do to get more? Is that the candle we need on gold? We're out. Yeah, we're done trading today. We already took the W, but yeah, I think gold should continue bearish today. Definitely. Daniel Savage.
I don't even want to think about the charts again today, bro. I want to think about it in session.
I'm not going to think about the charts anymore today until Asian session.
Same, bro.
Yeah.
Same here.
Less is more, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is, man.
Go work on yourself. Go do some physical activity.
Yes,
go serve somebody else. Go give someone a compliment, hang out. Speak to people, man. Speak to people. I know it's 2026 or something, right? I don't even know what year it is, but you guys know it's still okay to talk to others. When you see someone out there, say, "Hey, man, how you doing? Nice tattoos, nice hat, nice hair, nice." Give someone a compliment. See Melly.
Millie.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Millie was
Live account's actually doing good. We got it up to 82 G's, so we're sitting 82,000 on the account now. So not doing too bad. Started this account on the 13th with 50 G's. Already, already doing pretty good here. So.
But did you take payouts too?
Yeah, took profits on it. Yep, took 2 withdrawals. So we're up. We should be up. We should really be up almost 100 on the account. So.
That's the beautiful thing about it. You can withdraw now and let it grow.
Man flipped it just like that.
Anybody else?
Active income investments.
Yeah, I mean, again, what we've been doing on these prop firms have been gearing us to just flip, to just make money, right? And again, once you learn the correlation and the sizing of it all, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, man, for real. It's exactly the same you do when you pass an account.
Yep, pretty much.
Yes, sir. And then
Nick's unprofitable because he owns a GT3 RS. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I forgot. Missed the setup earlier. Worked. Oh no, all good, brother. Josh, don't worry about it, man. There'll be more setups. Look, I mean, I missed this one earlier too. I wanted that. Where was it? I think it was the 30-minute. I could have said I missed this trade. Like, I could have easily came into the session today with FOMO and said, "Damn, like I really wanted to sell right here. See that sell? Break of the low." I wanted that so bad, but I didn't get it. And look at this candle, man. I could have so much FOMO here today. But instead, you know what I did? I said, losers have FOMO, not the winners. What do the winners do? The winners wait. And they wait for the market to reset itself, to show up again, to allow a playbook setup to fall into their lap. And that's what I did. So it took it took about an hour and 15 minutes, but eventually we got it. And that's what you got to do now. So if you feel like you missed a move or something, it's okay. Just relax, wait for the next best setup to show up, and then take your executions. The mindset, awesome. Let's go. Even though we trade a little bit different. Yeah, I like that. Some traders actually do come here because of the mindset, right? And the mentality. You trade a little bit different from me, and that's fine. I've never been the guy to sit here and say, hey, the way I trade is the best trade and the only way to trade and the best way to trade. I don't think you guys have ever heard me say that. I may have said it's like one of the simplest ways, but the mindset, right? And the mentality, that is all across the board. It doesn't matter if you're trading, real estate, trying to become better, trying to start your own podcast, become a musician, become an athlete. These success mentality principles, they apply regardless, right? So the mindset and the mentality will always be, the education here. The trades are just the cherry on top. I have not seen one of the Quakers since we closed profits. Not one of them. That's crazy.
So funny, dude.
But I looked up their name, and they're still watching. All right, y'all. I think that's it. That's going to be a wrap on the day. Beautiful, beautiful session here today. We were able to catch, I think, let me double check here. I think we caught roughly, what, like, how much?
170.
170?
Yep.
100, just something light. Just a little 100. 170. Yeah.
It's a light 170.
Last 3 trades I took, 170 pips, 120 pips, and 150 pips. What kind of world are we living in today, my friends? It's never been easier. All right.
It's like home runs every session.
How much money you got? A lot. Hey, let's go. All right, man. I think that's it.
Boys.
I've had a great time here with you all today. Lovely Thursday. Tomorrow we do have NFP coming in. Tomorrow's Friday already, bro. Tomorrow's already Friday.
Crazy.
So, tomorrow's Friday. We'll end the week. Great start to the week here, by the way. Very, very patient, very disciplined. Yesterday was a no-trade day, but that's no problem, right? We could still come back and, take a really good trade the following day. So, wishing you all the best day ever and praying blessings over you and your family. I've enjoyed my time here with you all today. I hope you guys leave a little bit better than you came in, a little bit more educated, a little bit more rich, in the mind and in the pocket. And until Asian session or tomorrow, I'll see y'all, man. Yes, sir. Johnny Gems, Rafi, Magnus, thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having us, brother. As
Appreciate
usual,
you,
pleasure.
Appreciate you having us here.
Yeah,
Hope you guys have a great day.
Know the drill.
and if you're not in the clubhouse
Great
yet,
day.
get your hiney in the clubhouse. It's going down. Last Asian session of the week. Love y'all. Clubhouse. I'll see you guys in Asian. Later, G's. Peace.
Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. I'm pouring spirit, so he use me like I'm trying to change. Ain't pouring spirits, he flow through me, he just pouring rain. Lay my chains in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pit trash. If I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash when he coming back. What's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat. Kyrie Irving. Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you out living on glass. Not going back, I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Like what is we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do it for you, I can't do it for clout. The message stressing me out. Like what? I know we lit, we out. Following God, I'm making it out. Rain on me. Rain on me.
Help me grow, I couldn't do this on my own.
You came into my life.
Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. A2000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' ride forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, then you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull her to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and now you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. It's back to the only
only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.